Silence is louder than words. When you go quiet, she doesn't just notice. It hits her like a weight in her chest. And here's the hard truth. The moment you stop talking, that's when she starts thinking the most. Welcome back to Sound of Sadia Khan. Today, I'm revealing exactly what runs through her mind when you go silent. If you've ever wondered what she secretly thinks when you don't call, don't text, and don't chase, this video is going to change the way you see silence forever. Stick around till the end, because once you understand this, you'll never beg for attention again. When you go silent, the first thing that cracks isn't her heart, it's her ego. Most women live in constant background noise. Messages, likes, stares, compliments, it's everywhere. Attention becomes so normal, it feels like oxygen. They don't even notice it until it stops. And when you, the man who was once part of that noise, suddenly pull away, the silence feels not just strange, but insulting. Her ego begins the conversation before her feelings even show up. Why hasn't he called me? Did he forget me? Or worse, does he not want me anymore? She'll try to brush it off, laugh with her friends, pretend it doesn't matter, maybe even post something online to show she's living her best life. But deep down, the silence eats at her. Why him? Why is he the only one not giving me what I'm used to? Here's where silence is louder than words, because the ego hates being ignored more than the heart hates being hurt. Rejection can be explained, but silence? Silence creates space for her imagination to run wild, and in that space, her pride starts slipping. Suddenly, she's not the queen on the throne. She's the one waiting, guessing, doubting, and that shakes her confidence. She might act cold, she might act distant, she might even try to make you jealous. But behind it all, she's thinking about you, more than she wants to. Most men never get here, because they never go silent. They give in, they chase. But if you hold your ground, if you let her ego burn in the quiet, you'll realize something powerful. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. And the moment her ego starts questioning itself, the chase quietly begins. Don't expect her to run back the second you go quiet. That's not how it works. Instead, she tests you. Her thought process is simple. Let's see how long he can last. It's a silent game. She might delay her replies. She might ignore your story views. She might post pictures designed to catch your attention. Maybe a night out, a new dress, even a picture with another guy. It's all a test. She wants to know, are you strong, or will you fold like the rest? And here's where most men fail. They panic, they see the post, they can't take the waiting. So they cave, send a long emotional text, pour their heart out, and hand all the power back. She smiles because now she knows you weren't really silent. You were just waiting for her to notice. But if you don't fold, if you remain calm, her tests backfire. She starts asking herself, why isn't this working on him? Why is he different? That's when silence flips. She's not testing your patience anymore. She's respecting it. Real strength isn't loud, it's calm. Real power is patience. And when you show that, you go from being just another man in her inbox to the one she can't stop thinking about. Here's the psychology no one talks about. Silence creates a vacuum, and the mind hates vacuums. At first, she's just curious. Why hasn't he texted? But the longer your silence stretches, the more dangerous it becomes for her. Curiosity grows when there are no answers, and soon, curiosity becomes obsession. She's lying in bed at night, scrolling her phone, staring at the empty screen where your name said to be. Her mind won't shut off. Is he with someone else? Has he forgotten me? That's the beauty of silence. It makes you the star of her imagination, and imagination is always louder than reality. Women don't miss men. They miss the way men make them feel. And when you go silent, she craves that feeling again. Your absence makes you bigger than your presence ever did. That obsession grows. She might check your socials, stalk your followers, even ask mutual friends, but she'll pretend she doesn't care. That's the paradox. Silence makes her care more while showing it less. And the best part? You didn't do anything. She built the obsession herself. Silence forces her into rewind. She replays every moment, every word, every laugh you shared. When you were around, she didn't have time to think about it. But in your absence, the memories rush back, stronger, sweeter, softer. Nostalgia polishes the past. Suddenly, you're not just the guy she knew, you're the perfect version of yourself in her mind. That's why silence works better than chasing. When you beg, she sees the present, and the present looks desperate. But when you're quiet, she sees the past, and the past feels perfect. And soon, everyday things remind her of you. A song, a place, a phrase. Without even trying, you're living rent-free in her memory. Here's where you win without lifting a finger. While you're silent, other men keep chasing, texting, double texting, begging for her attention. And compared to all that noise, your silence screams. She starts comparing. Why is he calm while everyone else is desperate? What does he have that they don't? Suddenly, you're not competing for her attention. She's competing in her mind to figure you out. Attention is cheap. Silence is rare. And what's rare is valuable. This is where silence cuts deep. At first she thought, why isn't he calling me? But after enough silence, the question changes to, am I not good enough for him? And that's the one question she can't laugh off. She may try to cover it up with more posts, more selfies, more flirting, but underneath, she's not wondering if other men want her. She already knows they do. She's wondering if you still do. That's when the balance shifts. She's no longer evaluating you. She's questioning herself. And finally, the silence cycle ends with respect. At first, she resists it. She tries to ignore you back, tries to play games. But when you don't fold, when you remain calm, her resistance fades. Because silence takes discipline, and discipline is rare. Women respect strength more than sweet words, more than gifts, more than begging. Your silence says what words can't. I'm not desperate. I'm not controlled by you. I value myself enough not to beg. And that's what earns her respect. And respect is the root of real desire. She no longer sees you as just another man. She sees you as the man who doesn't fold, the one she secretly craves. Because here's the truth. Words can be doubted. Actions can be faked. But silence is undeniable. That's why, at the end of it all, her resistance isn't anger, it's respect. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength. It's not about ignoring her to hurt her, it's about valuing yourself enough not to beg. And once you master that, she doesn't just think about you, she respects you. If this message hit home, drop a comment saying, I choose silence. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sound of Sadia Khan for more deep psychology revealed.